So we are now in the second part of the Introduction to Education for Sustainable Development, and I'd like to present to you a workshop methodology. It's a role play and called The Six Thinking Hats. It's by Edward de Bono, and we also played this workshop in our training module on Education for Sustainable Development at the University of Graz. So what's this role play about? It aims at considering complex questions from different perspectives in order to find innovative possibilities for solutions. The students acquire the ability to consciously switch between different mindsets and hence also to better understand and respect other perspectives. And the students with this methodology, they should learn how to separate emotions from facts, the positive from the negative, and also critical thinking from creative thinking. So it's all about reflecting your own and personal perspectives and being able to better understand and also respect other perspectives. So we have 6 thinking hats, and I will introduce you to these different hats now. So we have the white hat, it's being objective and neutral. A person with this hat focuses on data, on facts and information that is known. It's without being emotional, without valuing and assessing the information. And a person with this hat provides an objective overview of the situation. So it's totally independent from your personal opinion. And this hat is also often used in the beginning of a discussion, where you can provide a neutral overview of the problem, of the situation. The red hat, it's the opposite, it's being subjective and personal. So this hat really stands for your emotions, for feelings. It can be positive as well as negative, so about fears, hopes, doubts, for instance. And a person with this hat can or should express all feelings, and no matter if they are diffuse, if they make sense or not, it's about being emotional. So really also following your intuition. And then the black hat, it's about being objective and negative. So you really focus on all negative aspects. You question what are the risks, what are the doubts, but in an objective way. So you should not be emotional like the red hat can do. And you really should provide objective arguments against particular developments or decisions. Then the yellow hat, it's about being objective like the black hat, but now in a positive way. So you should focus on changes, on benefits, on opportunities, also realistic hopes and goals. And it's really about recognizing all reasons in favor of this specific challenge, questions, situation, but being also objective. We have the green hat now. It's this creative, it stands for creative, innovative, new ideas. It's about creativity, about visions, and a person with this hat really should think of alternatives. They can be provocative, they don't have to be realistic at the moment, but just being creative, thinking outside the box. And at last we have this blue hat. It stands for control and organization. So it's about structuring, organizing the whole thinking, discussion process. And the person with this hat also kind of stands on a meta level and has the task to summarize results, developments. It can also be seen a bit as a moderator during this discussion. So we have those 6 different hats, and the procedure of this methodology now is that you divide your group into participants of 6 people each, and every people or every thinking head is assigned to one participant, and you then define a discussion problem, a questions where you like to discuss about, and the participants have about 10 to 15 minutes to think about their specific role in this discussion process, so that they really think, for instance, when I'm the red hat, what is my role then in this discussion process? What emotions can be important for this discussion? And then when the participants, when they are prepared, you discuss for about 30 minutes, and they really have to try to switch into their new roles. And then you have a feedback and also a short presentation of the discussion results. The proposals for discussion topics can be various. You can talk about democracy, about climate change, about child labor. So really different aspects where you can be emotional, where you can be negative, creative, positive, to really have all aspects, all different perspectives included. And here you can see some pictures of this workshop we did at the University of Graz. And the feedback from the participants were that, especially in the beginning, it was quite difficult also to stick to your role, because this role doesn't have to reflect, of course, your own perspectives, your own opinions. For instance, when you're very emotional and positive man or woman, and then you have to wear this black hat where you really have to be negative, it might be difficult for you to stick to this new role. But this is also part of this game, of this methodology, that you try to think in other perspectives. And so at the conclusion also was that it is a very good methodology to reflect your own perspectives, and then also to better understand and be able to accept other perspectives. Thank you for your attention.